Well, good morning and welcome to Hiking for Health. Hi. I like this shirt. That's one of the reasons why I got it when we went last summer to Hawaii. It's awesome. Hi shirt. Hi. This will be a quick update for the week of March 5th because quick is easy to edit and there's not a whole lot to kind of drone on about. So I don't want to bore you. So the first thing is, you ever feel like the universe is conspiring against you and just has decided, at least for now, you are not going to do a certain thing? Well, that's kind of how I feel the universe is going with me on hiking right now. I tell you what, I had every real honest intention to get out last week because I want to get out, even if it's something simple like the Atherton Trail out to the marina. You know, it's a 5-miler and just simple, just getting the muscles working, and it's, you know, it kind of gets outside the city a little bit, so it's nice. And that's just a good training hike, just, you know, 5 miles there and back again. So even something simple like that. Well, let me tell you a little tale of how things went last week. You might still be able to hear it. I'm still sick. So that saps into your motivation. When you're not feeling good, you don't want to go out and physically exert yourself. You just don't feel like it. And this particular sickness comes with a cough, which will present itself even more when you're physically exerting yourself. There you go. And some aches and pains and just stuff like that. So that made it difficult there in itself. But I really think that if that had been it, I still would have gotten out. Unfortunately, that wasn't it. My awesome wife is a math teacher. I know, some of you are like, what? Why? No. She is. She's a math teacher, and she's totally amazing. And she was picked to go to a really cool conference. Okay, well, what does that have to do with hiking? Well, here's what it has to do with me hiking. In order to go to this conference, her and 4 other math instructors, the conference was in New Mexico. She took one of our vehicles, our truck, up to the airport because it has a lot of space to fit the people, and then the back bed of the truck carries luggage. So she takes that up to the Sacramento airport, and so she drives and parks it there, and they go to their convention, and that was on Thursday. And I'm like, well, that's cool. It's going to be me and the kids for the weekend. But my daughter had a couple of plans and all that kind of stuff. Well, by the way, it was my birthday weekend, so I'm 51 now. Yay! So my daughter had some plans for her best friend's birthday and stuff like that. And so I knew I would probably be able to sneak out in the morning and get a 5-miler in there and stuff like that. So no big deal. Awesome. Well, here's the thing with that though. Thursday afternoon, doing my rounds as a taxi driver, picking up the kids from school and things like that. Lo and behold, the one car that I do have, because remember our other one's up at the airport, the one car that I do have, the engine light comes on. And the temperature gauge goes from where it's supposed to be on the other side of the middle, the lower side of the middle, starts to skyrocket up to H and gives me a signal about how it's overheating and all that stuff. So hey, wonderful. So I know, too late, long story short, I ended up without a car for the weekend because although I had our car in the driveway, I wasn't going to drive it unless it was an emergency because there was something wrong with it, and I'd have to get it into the shop Monday when my wife came back and we had another vehicle. So there we go for the weekend. I wasn't feeling good. We also got some rain over the weekend anyway, again, so the weather was conspiring against, and I had no transportation whatsoever to get out anywhere. So there it is. The whole plan came to fruition, and I did not get out again last week, and it's getting frustrating. All right, on to the good news. As far as hiking goes, I will, unless something totally crazy happens, I will be getting out this week a couple of times easily. Because my schedule allows for it, I have most of the mornings completely free if I want them. Again, being retired with the kids in school, my wife works as a teacher, so she's basically got school hours and stuff like that. Most of the time, I mean, I have chores to do and other fun things, and I do other geek videos on different channels. But I mostly have the mornings free if I really want them, just freed up. There's nothing going on. And so I will be getting out because good news, I did take the car into the shop yesterday, Monday, and it was a one-day repair. They had the parts, they knew what was wrong, they took care of it, and I picked it up. You know, I dropped it off in the morning, picked it up in the afternoon. Car is fixed, and it was under warranty. Yay! So there we go. I have my transportation back, and for whatever reason, the universe did not want me to go hiking last weekend through the weekend. Just no, it wasn't going to happen. So that's just how it goes. But I got all my stuff aligned, hopefully properly this time, and I will be getting out there this week. So there's one spot of good news. The other big spot of good news is, as you remember last week in the weigh-in, sorry. If you remember last week in the weigh-in, we gained 1.4 pounds. That was a bummer. Well, I am happy to report, as I said in the last update, I had got myself back on track and was going forward. I have no doubt being sick helped, because I definitely don't eat as much when I am sick. At least with this kind of sickness, whatever I've got here has definitely affected my appetite. I'm not starving myself. I'm still eating meals, you know, and stuff like that. But I definitely not the kind of appetite. I definitely, I've been given a certain amount of calories a day with the app I use, and I'm not even getting close to that. I am eating, but I'm not even getting close to it. And so, with that, last week I weighed in at 389.6 pounds. So, doing the math, I lost 5 pounds since the last weigh-in. 5 pounds. That gives us a grand total, starting at 305, a grand total of 15.4 pounds lost. So I'm very happy about that. That's awesome news for me. I'm going in the right direction. It motivates me, even without being sick. I'm motivated to watch what I eat and make sure my calories are in line and all that good stuff. So yes, I am down to 289.6. I'm below the 290 mark, albeit just barely, but below the 290 mark, creeping ever away from that 300 mark. So total of 15.4 pounds lost since January 30th. That's cool. At least it is for me. If you don't care, that's all right. You don't have to. But if you're watching a video like this, hopefully you do care, and maybe it motivates you, maybe it doesn't. I have no idea. But like I said last time, don't let the setbacks be enders for you. Don't let them beat you up so badly you quit. You know, I could have just rage quit and said, "Oh, screw it. I gained last week. I'm done. It's never gonna work." And storm off to my room and slam the door and tell my parents they're ruining my life, even though I'm 51 years old. No, but don't let it be a game ender. I'm not going to get into that whole speech like I did last time. But yeah, just keep going, because you know you're going to have those down weeks where you don't lose anything or you gain something, even if it's a small amount. You can bounce back and you can do it. So there we go. The universe conspired against me. I still haven't been out since the last time I went to Oak Park. I definitely plan to get out at least to do some training stuff, just walking on the Atherton Road Trail, to do that little 5-miler once or twice this week at least. I probably will not do a full video, but I'm sure I will do like a little mini one to release for fun, especially on Instagram. and lost 5 pounds for the week, for a total of 15.4. So I am at 289.6. Awesome. And really, that's about it. So there's our update for the week of March 5th. and looking forward to better weather, which I believe is coming up here. We're getting closer and closer to spring. We're almost at the old daylight savings fiasco that our government thinks is a good idea. Um, and but yeah, we're coming up on longer days, and spring is coming, and we'll still get some more showers. We always do in the spring, but it won't be these torrential winter storms. It'll be little showers here and there, which is nice because it helps things be green and stuff like that, which is a lot funner when you're hiking in green. Especially because I have some plans to get out into the East Bay Hills and into the foothills here of the Sierras, and it's nice when they're green. So we'll be getting out there soon with spring approaching. Thanks for sticking with me, and we will see you next week. Thanks a lot.